que mi vida tenga más sentido. Hacen que yo quiera estar contigo. Tú eres como el agua clara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más que me pueda enseñar.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
Todos mis deseos en cuestión de piel.
Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo ya. No te merecía, la neta. Es mucho.
Hey guys, you hear that? Women don't owe men anything. No matter what you do, they don't owe you anything. So guys, don't take them out on dinner dates. Don't pay their bills. Don't buy them gifts. They don't need us anymore, guys. This song, did you hear the song? They don't need us for nothing. They're free. They can do whatever they want. Bros, just focus on yourself.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that women love nice guys. We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems. I'd say by our late 20s, early 30s, is the point in our lives when we're just exhausted by the jerks and we have no time in our lives anymore for them. So we really start looking for men who we know will be great long-term partners, aka nice guys, right? And that's you. And that's you.
And that's you, fellas. And that's you. Now, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are being safe. Welcome to another episode of Men Operating in Reality. Sorry, guys. I meant to do this show last night, but I got home from work. I was so tired. I passed the fuck out. I was like, yeah, let me set this up for in the morning so that I can be refreshed. I don't have to really work, but I do have to do some errands, so I'm not going to be on too long. We'll see, though. We'll see, though. You know how these breakdowns go. All right, guys, but you see the title, Men's Fault Women Can't Find a Man. So I ran it. I saw it. I didn't see this, but I ran into a I ran into a what's it called, MSN video. And you know, these modern women love to blame men as to why they can't find a man. You know, all that good stuff. So I wanted to break that down. And I found some extra videos to break that down as well. So you guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. Gonna be a nice little fun breakdown. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do enjoy the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you know next time I drop. As well as if you want to help grow this page monetarily, you can donate to the Cash App you see down below. You can also go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/XSUndergroundZ, and subscribe to me there. I started playing the first Descent on there, so if you guys want to watch me play that, that'd be great. All right, guys. Now let's just go. Let's just dive into it. Let's just dive into the videos we got set up today. All right. This is going to be men's fault, guys. It's going to be men's fault. We got this young lady right here. Shout out to Ho Busters, or HO3 Busters. And they posted up this video. This woman explains why she doesn't accept coffee dates. Let's watch this.
Do not accept coffee dates from men, and I just want to talk about it. I do just want to say that my reasons are just that, my own, so don't get under my comment section upset or in your feelings. So why don't I accept coffee dates? Well, besides the fact that I'm really
Real quick, if I was to make a video of why I don't accept single mothers, all these women would come through upset. Why don't you date single mothers? You never meet a real woman. You must be gay. You hate your mother. Now she want to talk about, oh, don't come through and upset. Why don't they take dog? Yo, these modern women, bro. Let's see what she got to say.
really not much of a coffee drinker. I find that coffee dates are low effort, they are cheap, and they are the biggest waste of time, honestly. So when I go
Of course, you would say that, man, um, because you're the one not putting the effort. We take you out on a first date. I mean, I have to stop it right there. We have to take you out. We have to plan the date. We have to pay for it. What are you doing, man? You're just sitting there. You're just standing there. Talking about a big waste of time. What do you think the man feels? But he wants to spend time with you and get to know you first. See, these modern women don't. These modern women want the accolades of going on a date. Oh, this guy spent this on me, for other women. Weird. But then they want to talk about we do things for other men when they do things for other women. That's the funny part. So she wants to look good for other women as, oh, this guy took me to a 5-star restaurant and da da da. And they make up some stupid excuse like, oh, how can I know he's a provider if he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this? He can still be a provider. That doesn't mean he has to goddamn take you out to Ruth Chris on the first date. That's not providing. That's tricking. And I don't mean tricking as in the dude just spending money. I mean tricking as in manipulating, trying to manipulate the woman. These women love to be manipulated, and then when they lose out on the end, they complain that they're manipulated. Get the fuck out of here with that.
when I go on dates, I truly do like to look my best because I do believe that first impressions matter. So I really do put a lot of effort into my look, and I find that putting effort into my appearance for $5 bean juice is a waste of time. So when you ask a
Why do you think the man feels? This is what I'm saying. This is why you stop dating men. These women do not care about what you do. They don't care about love. They don't care about none of that romance, none of that bullcrap. Because if she really liked you, it wouldn't matter if y'all went to the park. If you took a long, what was it? Let's take a long walk right up the park right after dark. It wouldn't matter if y'all went to the park. She would still rock with you because she like you. But if she don't like you, she gonna put all these expectations. Talk about I don't do coffee dates because it's low effort and I put a lot into my appearance. What do you think the man's just coming through with a t-shirt, and some and a skull cap on, and he wearing some sweatpants? You don't think he's putting up his appearance as well? Then he gotta pick you up, or y'all gotta meet somewhere. Then he gotta pay the Uber for you. Then he gotta pay for the food. Then he gotta keep you interested. Then he gotta come up with conversations. All for what? Just a pat on the back. All right, have a good night. And you talking about waste of time? This is why men aren't dating anymore. Now she wants to come online and talk about coffee dates, man. No one's taking you out on no extravagant date unless you're that girl.
a man, why do you like to take women out for coffee dates? They will give you a bunch of reasons, and I'm just here to tell you that they will never tell you the true reason as to why they ask women out on coffee dates. They're going to lie to you, they are going to guilt trip you by asking if you need free food. If that's why you're asking for him to take you on a proper date, do you need free food? Are you hungry?
Women don't know how to date. So that's why you don't listen to women about dating because they're not initiating the dates. Don't never let a woman try to control the date. You were the one that asked her out on a date. Now, if she asked you on a date, she could do whatever. She could tell you whatever she want, wherever y'all gonna go on the date. But if you ask her on a date, we're doing coffee. You don't want to go? Bet. Get out of my face. And she wants to go in here. Oh, I'm going to raise my standards. Go ahead, raise your standards, sweetheart. We're not taking you on no date. We're not doing no dinner dates unless we smashing. And it's funny because you're talking about, oh, guys are going to lie to you. These modern women lie all the time. And the funny part about it is, the dudes that take you on extravagant dates, those are the liars. Those are manipulators. When we take you on a coffee dates, we tell you the truth. We tell you the truth is I don't know if you're good enough for a dinner date. Women are hilarious.
hungry, and it's really just because they want the woman to be able to prove that she is worth a proper meal. I don't
Exactly. You gotta prove yourself, sweetheart. We're not just taking you on dinner dates because you look pretty. Just like you not letting us smash because we took you out on dinner dates. We have to prove we're providers, right? Well, ma'am, you gotta prove the reason why we gotta pay for your dinner. Ain't it funny? Women expect men to look at them and be like, "Oh, we see your worth without proving it," but then men have to prove their worth. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't care about what reasons they tell you, oh, why does the price matter? It's about connection. You should only be focused. No, they don't believe in that. They really just want you to prove that you are worth a dinner, that you are worth a lunch. And with that information, with that knowledge, it's honestly disrespectful for a man to ever propose to me a coffee date. I wouldn't even go on a coffee date with my friends. My friend knows better not to ask me to have coffee with her. And I know better not to ask my friends that either because they're going to feel the same exact way. If we are going to get coffee, it's going to be on our way to the restaurant or on our way back from the restaurant. I met a girl in class last semester who told me that she showed up to her coffee date in a bonnet, oversized sweatsuit, those black Adidas pool slides, and mixed match socks. Because she told me that whenever she was going to get coffee, she was looking like who did it and why. So she showed up to the date exactly like that. And the guy that she met up with was so upset. That's honestly why I don't believe men when they say that a date is only focused solely on connection and that all the other stuff doesn't matter. If that was the case, the guy wouldn't care about how she looked like on the date. He would just care to get to know her, right? But no, he was expecting her to show up looking all done up. It was only one.
He wasn't expecting her looking all done up, but he wasn't. Well, why would you come through with sweats and a bonnet, looking like you at home? That's the difference, ma'am. You could came through looking like you're going outside. These modern women want to be lazy so much and expect you to do so much for them. They expect you to give them the world, but asking you to dress up for a little bit to look good is a lot. This Brit, fellas, stop dating. I don't know why you continue to do this to yourselves. And then y'all get mad when these modern women make these stupid videos like this. Stop taking these women out on dates. Stop dating, period. Stop approaching them. Stop dating them. Leave them alone. Save your money. Because they make dumb videos like this thinking they're better and thinking that they don't have to work for you to pay for them.
One man who has ever asked me out on a coffee date and I just end up blocking him because like I said, because I know why men truly ask women out on coffee dates, I find it very disrespectful and I just don't want to deal with that. So you will be blocked.
Good. Block
So
me.
I do not.
Block me. Block me. I'm good. Block me. Now, personally, I don't do coffee dates. I do hookah dates, which is the step above. I don't mind paying a little extra, but I don't do dinner dates first date. Unless the only time I do a dinner date is if I'm going to dinner and I invite her to come out with me. Like if I plan on going to get some ramen today, I ask the chick, "Hey, you want to go get some ramen?" Okay, cool. Then we can get dinner together. But if I'm asking on a date, it's hookah or coffee. Mostly me, hookah. Ain't no dinner date, man. I and then these modern women have the gall to talking about they know why men. They don't know men at all. They don't know men at all. That's why they're always in terrible relationships. That's why they're always in bad relationships. They always come at it with the dude's the aggressor or whatever they like to use. They don't know men, period. And they act like they know men, and then they always lose. They always lose. All right, let's continue. Please hit that like button. Let's continue with this because that's atrocious, man. That's atrocious. These modern women are so weird. I don't know why you guys. I don't know why you guys date. I don't know why you guys go on dates. I really don't. These women will never find good men because they're terrible people. They're terrible people. We're gonna continue. Shout out to this. Shout out to this one right here. This was posted on Lessons of a Housewife. So we're gonna let's let this rock out.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on a first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to comfort you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap.
Yep.
It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating...
She's absolutely right. These women have the audacity. They're not paying for nothing. All they got to do is just come through and look good and have a conversation. This is dating. We're trying to see if we're compatible so we can be married and have a relationship. This is why relationships don't work anymore, guys. These women, they want especially to go above and beyond and continue to go above and beyond to the day they die and continue to bring romance. Nothing about marriage and relationships is romantic. Stop it. Stop it. Let's continue.
Scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something. You're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't.
There was actually a story about this, about a woman who, it was recent. A woman who sleeps with guys for weeks so she can have a place to stay because she's homeless. These women prey on men and try to shame men, talking about we're sassy and we hate women and your mother, don't you have sisters, and yada yada, all that stuff, just so they can siphon whatever the fuck they want from us. So a woman homeless, it never worked for a man. A man homeless, unless he's incredibly attractive, a man who's homeless cannot go sleep with a woman and stay at her house with different women weeks at a time because he's homeless. Women could do that though. And even if you say a man could, it's not going, as the woman's going to kick him out quickly. Quickly. The man on the other hand, he might feel sorry for her. He's like, oh, well, she is homeless though. So, yeah, I could possibly. Let's continue.
Really can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And
facts. Shout out to this lady right here, bro. Shout out to this lady. If we're being lazy in dating and pursuit because there's no appreciation. Okay, I go buy a girl a drink. She's not gonna say thank you. She might say thank you, and then she might walk away. That's it. I won't see you for the rest of the night. I'll go compliment a woman. You're beautiful. Thank you. Then walk away. And then you'll be thinking like, damn, I thought she liked me. All right, whatever. Men are being lazy in the pursuit because we don't get appreciated. There's no appreciation in pursuing a woman. There's no appreciation in dating a woman. And then women want to be like, oh, why aren't men pursuing us? Why aren't men approaching us? Because we know that you just expect us to do something like buy you a drink and do all this extra stuff for nothing. We're not getting no box. We're not getting no kiss. We're not getting no relationship. For what we doing that for? I might as well just stay home, play video games. I might as well go to work. That's why I got me a second job. But why would I waste my time dating when I can work a second job? For real. And then on top of that, actually, let me go anecdotal real quick because I had a situation like this. I ended up asking a girl out on a dinner date. Attractive young girl. I think early 20s. Look real good too. She like anime. Me and her have some whatever. I got her number. I text her. She had like she didn't know who this was. So, oh, okay, bet. Told her who it was. Oh, okay, good. I was like, how you doing? No text back. Cool. No text back. Awesome. No date. I'm not gonna sit here and keep trying to get her attention Are we still going on a date? Are we still going on a date? Are we still going on a date? If you like me, you're gonna continue texting me, right? Yes. But if you don't like me, then that's cool. You're not gonna continue to text. Guess what? I'm not gonna continue to date because you don't like me. I only go out with girls that like me. It is what it is. I'm not gonna continue trying to pursue like, are we going on a date? Are we going on a date? We're going on a date. I just assume we're not going on a date. These are my rules right here. If I set a date for a chick, she don't hit me up on the day of the date talking about, are we still down for the date? There's no date. I don't even remember there was a date to begin with. She got to remind me. That's more of like a reminder for me because I don't even go do dates like that. So if I do get a date, it's more like her reminding me, oh, we're still going to date today? All right. We are going to date today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's finish this up.
And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man?
Yep.
It's the audacity
It's
for
the
me.
audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you.
Exactly. These are the same amount of women that talking about they're gonna pick the bear, but they're gonna go out with a stranger that you don't even like. you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go out with a guy you don't even like, but you talking about, oh, I'm gonna pick the bear because bears are safer. I mean, bears are safer than men. You don't know what the man's intentions. So why are you dating this man? You don't even like this man. Why are you going out with him? I promise. It's crazy, man. This is why men have stopped dating. This is why men are lazier in dating, lazier in pursuit. We'll look at a chick, but nah, I ain't gonna waste my time. Maybe we might contact the chick, but nah, I ain't gonna take her on no dinner date, coffee date. Oh, we're gonna go on a dinner date. Oh, you ain't text me back? Okay, guess we're not going on a date. I'm saying men are not dealing with that no more. We done moved on. We done moved past that. It's over.
I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on no. Homegirl, be grateful that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
Man, she's snapping. Woo! She's exactly right. Women don't realize that all you gotta do is appreciate your man. We don't even need a full 100%. We just need 10% to get us through. The 10% will get us through. And we will go above and beyond. We would take you on those trips. We definitely do the dinner dates. We'll do all that other stuff. We just gotta get a little appreciation, some reciprocity back, a little appreciation. Thank you. Give me a hug, kiss. Let me smash. A little appreciation. We don't even get that. We get shamed. We could go broke. Oh, don't you love your mama? You hate men, or you hate women? You're gay. We get all that stuff. You're sassy. We got all that stuff. If we don't just do a simple buy, if we don't buy you drinks and buy you dinners and all that, buy you clothes and all that dumb stuff like that. We're not real men if it don't involve a woman. Get out of here. Men are not getting appreciation. So guess what? We're not wasting our time dating. Going back to my story, she didn't give me no appreciation about asking her out and taking her on no date. She didn't say, "Oh, how you doing? Hope you're doing well." She didn't get to know, see how I was feeling, anything like that. So guess what? No date. Let's finish this.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go. Take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat. Or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens. Like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates? Or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
Exactly.
I wish I could just
because marriage and relationships are more than just dates and having fun. This is the problem with women today. They think dating is fun because they receive. They receive. You're the one that has to take them out on dates. It's not fun for men. This is why men are not dating like that. Men don't get nothing from dating. We don't get one single thing from dating. We have to spend the money. We have to come up with the dates. We have to pick you up or maybe pay for the Uber. We have to keep your attention. We have to get your attention. We have to have good conversation. It's not fun for us for day. But the women receive. The women are the one to receive the dates, the free food, maybe some flowers, the ride. It's not fun for men. And the older we get, the more we're just like, I don't care about dating. I'm good. I'm 35 now. I don't give a damn about dating and relationships anymore. I'm over that. It's over for me. I'm done. Not even because I can't even get no girl. It's because I'm tired. I'm old. I'm 35. I'm old. I don't have time to date no more. I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength to do that.
Microphone drop.
I'm serious.
You went off. I'm just over here.
I'm
like,
just
I know
frustrated.
you saw how I was looking at you. I was just like, she's just going off.
I'm frustrated because women are ruining good men by acting like they deserve more than they do. Damn. A lot of these women out here really don't have nothing coming. Damn.
How do you? Okay. Well, Jesus.
Think about why the red pill space exists. It's because a lot of good men who did everything they was told, listened to their wives, did partnerships, all that stuff, ended up getting the short end of the stick. But the dudes that are in jail, that probably hit on women, do all the grave stuff towards women, even delete women, they the ones that get the children. They don't want to get the box. They don't want to get to do whatever they want. But you have to take them out on dinner dates before you even get a kiss. Oh, you got to prove to me that you're a provider. The dude that made her a baby mom did not have to prove to her that she was a provider. Not one bit. He did not have to prove to her that he was a provider at all. And she gave him the greatest honor a man could get, which is having a child. Because no, marriage is not no great honor for no man. Not one bit. Let's finish this up.
Jesus Christ.
At least that was a straight answer.
Right.
We didn't dance around that one.
What do you feel?
That was a good answer. That was a real good answer. And she's right. Women are ruining dating today. But let them tell it. Let these minor women tell it. It's all men's fault because men don't go above and beyond. Men are not stepping up. Men are not taking out on dinner dates. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more video on Instagram, and then let me do one more video on or maybe two more video on Instagram, and then we'll continue, and then we'll go to the main video that I wanted to break down. We have a female coach quitting these females because they're terrible at dating. Let's continue.
Single women who are over 50 years old, I'm no longer taking them. 99% of the women who are 53 and older have been the most challenging for me to coach because the standards are unrealistically high. Most of the men who do all of the stuff that you're wanting are dead. Or they're not looking for 55 or 57-year-old women. There are
exactly. And these modern women be the main ones that be going try to date younger men, as if we're gonna date y'all 50, 60-year-old women. It's weird. Honestly, it's weird that y'all are 50 and 60 and still trying to date. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Dating is not for older people, not even past your 30s. It's for young people, teenagers, early 20s, for y'all to get in relationships. But y'all women pass the boat. Y'all act like you was better than men. And then guess what? You fail. You lost. You lose. But you're still trying to go out on dates and get that romantic feeling. Now you're going to be like Vivica A. Fox. Have all these millions of dollars and still no man. Talking about, I'll take whoever. If you got friends, I'll take whoever. Even men your age are not trying to date y'all because y'all are terrible. You're horrible. You're not moldable. You're insubordinate. Y'all don't listen. There's a reason why you're 50, 60 and got no man still. You don't know how to cooperate. So how the heck do you expect us to marry y'all, raise children with y'all, and do anything with y'all, and y'all don't even know how to cooperate? And then you expect some younger dude to throw his life away for an older woman? Weird.
Are some younger men who do that, and you don't want an old man because he can't perform in bed. Well, the younger men don't want an older woman because some of you have arthritis. Some of you have.
And let's change that right here. Men can perform in bed to the day we die. Let's get that straight. Al Pacino, 80 years old, he just had himself a child. Just had himself a child. But y'all modern women are old, used up box. Again, as she said, arthritis. We can't bend y'all our type of ways. We got to be careful. You're old.
Missing teeth. Yeah. You have gray hair. You have grandkids. Damn. These social media dating sites, I've seen modernized female whores in those sites, meeting strange men, having sex with them. I'm talking about women of God. You've got to make some shifts and some changes in how you think and how you process if you want to be married. Single women who are
shout out to this
over
lady.
50 years old, I'm no longer taking them. 99%.
Now she's talking about over 50. Now we already know it's a shit show for the ones that are 30 the 30-year-olds. It's a shit show. Even these women are realizing that the older women dating it means nothing. It means nothing. And then these older women, they have all these high standards. They expect the man to do this. They expect man to do that. They expect man to go above and beyond for old PUS. For old PUS, for old woman that can't even do anything and that don't want to do anything and don't act like she don't want to listen. All right, let me play this one more video. This is actually a pretty funny video. It's actually a pretty funny video for these women that love to use the system against men. Let's play this one real quick, and then we'll go to the main video.
So this woman randomly divorces her husband one day, but her husband was so confused since they'd always been really happy together. He had no idea why she seemed to be in such a hurry to leave him. That is until he found out about the secret she had been hiding. You see, this woman, Denise Rossi, had been married to Thomas for 25 years. Throughout this time, Thomas never doubted the relationship at all. They were really close with each other and never really had any huge fights. But little did Thomas know, Denise had been looking for a way to divorce him for years. You see, although Thomas hadn't realized, Denise had always been incredibly frustrated with how little money he made compared to her. So when she suddenly won the lottery one day for 1.3 million, she didn't want to even share a dollar with him. But
and this doesn't. When they talking about they don't care about money, because they always care about money. If they make more, the ones complaining about I don't care about his money because I got my own. They care about your money, bruh, because they want you to pay for everything. They want to keep their money for themselves, and they want to use your money to pay for everything they want while doing nothing, while plotting against you. This lady was plotting against him for years. This guy wasn't abusive. This guy didn't put his hands on her. He didn't mentally abuse her. He didn't financially abuse her. He allowed her to be the boss. He allowed her to get a job. He allowed her to do anything she wanted. She still left him. and then took the lottery ticket for $1.3 million and didn't want to share. If it was a man doing this, he would have to split half of that with his wife. And even if the wife was a bad wife, even if the wife didn't do nothing, even if the wife didn't cook, clean, didn't let you smash, she cheated, you still have to split it with the wife. But because the fact that this man made, and he wasn't even like he wasn't working. He wasn't no hobo. He was working. He just didn't make more money than her. And she was mad about that. So she destroyed a 25-year marriage because she was mad about being the breadwinner. This is why you cannot let your woman lead. You cannot allow your woman to be the leader. They will always destroy it because they cannot handle leadership. They don't like it. They like being lazy. They like staying at home. They like doing nothing. So they don't want to lead. They can't lead. Don't ever let no woman try to trick you to be talking about she a boss babe, because she ain't no babe. She ain't no boss. If she's a boss, she's trying to be a lazy.
But since Denise knew that Thomas was legally entitled to half, she decided to immediately divorce him without ever sharing that she had won. It'd be 2 entire years before Thomas finally learned the truth, when he received a letter one day describing Denise's lottery payments. When Thomas took Denise to court, she tried arguing that the ticket had been a gift from a friend. But in the end, a judge awarded Thomas every single penny of Denise's winnings. Denise's lawyer later said that he could have actually helped her keep everything if she had just told him the truth earlier.
Exactly. And then,
so this woman randomly divorces.
And then these women love to lie. These women lie so much that even when you have video evidence against them, they will still lie. They will still lie. And this is why she lost. This is why she lost all of it. And it's funny, if she would have just told the truth, she would have kept her money. But because she's a modern woman, she lied. That's an hilarious story. All right, we're gonna move on to the final video to break this down, because I do gotta go run some errands pretty soon, take care of some yard work and whatnot. And I think this video is a little bit long, so we're going to oh, okay, it's only 14 minutes. This is from MSNBC. This is from MSNBC. And the title says, "The kids are not okay. The nightmare around modern dating." First of all, why are we talking about kids? Why does kids are synonymous with dating? Kids should not be dating. Teenagers, early adulthood, kids. Yeah, MSNBC is weird, man. And obviously it's a modern woman, so it's going to be even weirder. It's going to be even weirder. Let's see if we can get this rolling real quick. Again, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know next time I drop. And if you want to donate to the Cash App, you can see the Cash App below. Give me a second, guys. Let me get this going. Let's refresh it. Also, if you want to subscribe to me on Twitch, you see the scroll below, twitch.tv/XSUndergroundZ. Oh, now I want to play. Now wants to play. This is what I hate about playing videos on YouTube.
The place was filled with strange statues and a massive boss lurking beneath the surface of the water, shooting at the boss.
All right. Let's get this going.
Percy?
Yeah?
Your name's Percy?
Yeah?
Percy? Sorry, continue. Percy? Doesn't anyone anymore?
That was Jennifer Lawrence in a scene from No Hard Feelings, finding a bunch of teens and 20-somethings glued to their phones at a house party. It underscores a troubling reality right now. A growing number of younger Americans aren't dating. They're not hanging out. And no.
Hold on a second. Why are y'all talking about teens and sex? These modern women are such weirdos, bro. They love to talk about teenagers and sex. Even mid-pillar guys don't talk about teenagers and sex. Y'all women are weirdos, man. Weirdos. Talking about teenagers and sex. What the heck is wrong with y'all? But let us talk about, let these teens find marriage. Oh, you guys are pedophiles. Oh, you guys are pedos. Because you want teenagers to get married. You want these young women to get married when they're young.
They're not even hooking up. For so many women who want to date men, Dating has become a total nightmare, and there are a number of reasons why. I'm Mika Brzezinski here with Simone Sanders Townsend, Huma Abedin, and Jen Psaki. So I have heard from a lot of young...
Let me stop it real quick. Women don't want to date. Women don't want to date men. They just want a date. They want to feel good. They don't want to date men. They just want to feel good. They want a sucker. They want a sucker. They want to feel good. They want romance. They want gifts. They don't want to date men. They don't want real relationships. They don't want real courtship. They don't want real dates. They just want to be taken out somewhere and feel good and show off in front of their friends. That's what they want to do. Weirdos, man. Let's continue.
Women who want to date young men, that there are none. There are no guys. They're trying to connect. They often use dating apps, but find a total lack of connection. And it seems that the men they are meeting don't really share the same priorities if they show up. Women, especially career-driven women, say the men they're meeting are more interested in sex and not looking for a deeper connection, and that it's becoming more and more of a problem. So what's changing?
First of all, man, y'all the ones that start this hookup culture. Yes, we want sex because we already know y'all 304s. We already know y'all single mothers. We know you are not virgins. So yes, we just want to have sex with y'all. We are not trying to connect. We're not trying to do any of that. Furthermore, the dudes that do want to connect with y'all overlook those men. Y'all hate those men. Y'all call those men incel. Y'all call those men conservative, fascists, Marxists, whatever y'all want to call them. Y'all hate those men. The men that do want to have traditional values and families, y'all don't want those men. So y'all go on dating apps. Dating apps are for smashing. They're not for relationships. Tinder is for smashing, not for relationships. Sorry, ladies. Let's see what they say.
Because not that long ago, people used to meet each other through work, let's be honest, or through friends, maybe at a bar or on a college campus. And it gave people a chance to actually learn about each other, to break through the filters, to demonstrate kindness and show commitment and values, to actually earn affection. But today, so many people are living life through a screen. They're not going...
Because a lot of women think they don't need to earn a man's affection. This is what y'all women, y'all don't want to look at yourselves. There's no introspective. This is why we can't listen to these modern women. They don't realize that they have to earn a man's affection. What do you think women back in the days was doing? You think they just got that stuff for free? They had to earn it. But women don't want to earn. Then women don't want to work. They want to earn a man's affection. And now men will realize, okay, then why would I want to date you? Why would I waste my money? Why would I waste my time? Why do I waste my energy for women that want to earn my affection? All right, let's go.
Going out nearly as much, not to church, not to movies, or even to the office. Opportunities to fall in love are falling by the wayside, meaning people are making decisions by swiping left on their smartphones rather than truly learning to connect. The highs, the lows, the disappointments, all of that stuff. It's all part of the process.
Tell that to women. Women don't want to do that. They want it all right now. They want everything to be bliss for the rest of their lives. They don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to go through the process. And when the process gets hard, they run away. It's not men who do this. Men realize it. This is why we're done with y'all, because we know y'all don't even want to work for the process. Y'all don't even want to hustle for what it takes to be in a relationship. Let's continue.
And it's affecting mental health too. According to a recent study of people over the age of 18, those who used swipe-based dating apps experienced significantly higher rates of psychological distress, anxiety, and depression. Another study showed a link between using dating apps and experiencing loneliness, dissatisfaction with life, and this is a big one, a feeling of exclusion from the world, feeling so left out.
Oh.
And when women
too
do
bad.
go to coffee shops, what we're hearing is that they try, or to a club or the grocery store or anything where they get out and interact with people, they say the men that they want to meet just don't share their ideals. It's partly
What do they try? They try what? What do they try? They just sit there and expect a man to buy them drinks? They just sit there and expect the man to come up and talk to them? Men have realized the game. We know the game. We know the game. This is why men go to the bars and drinks and have fun either by themselves or with their friends, or they'll bring a girl there. They're not gonna waste their time trying to go and approach and do all that stuff. They're not wasting their time no more. And even if they do, we just trying to see if we can smash. These modern women, it's funny, man. They really think it's gonna be romance, and especially when they get older, men have learned the game. Especially now that modern women are coming online and disrespecting men, talking about I don't do coffee dates. Well, okay, bet. I don't date. I'm not gonna date you. They block their blessings. They block their blessings.
because so many young men are spending their lives also logged in, overly influenced by a flood of whatever you can find online: porn, video games, toxic masculinity. Who needs the real thing when you can get something better? And I put that in quotes by
This is exactly what I was talking about. They blaming men, toxic masculinity. And then second of all, man, I'd rather play my video games. It's a lot cheaper and a lot more entertaining than try to entertain this woman who's not gonna let me hit, who's not gonna appreciate my efforts, who's not gonna show no interest. Why would I waste my time? Even watching corn, I could easily just watch me a 10-minute video, jack it off real quick, and I'm good. I don't have to worry about a woman retroactively coming back talking about she was manipulated, or she didn't have fun, or she coming out and shaming me, or she going out and talking about, oh, I'm just using this guy to get money, or using this guy for a place to stay. I don't have to worry about all that. I can watch a 10-minute video, I'm good. And then they talking about toxic masculinity. What they mean is men are finally having a voice. We're opening up. We're talking about what we're going through. We're having the young men, and the young men are actually listening. They see what's going on. They're listening, and they're like, "Yeah, we're good. We're not worried about dating. Don't worry about it." These women are funny, man. These women are funny.
Scrolling. Here's what Scott Galloway, professor of marketing at NYU, told us on Morning Joe about some of the reasons why men are becoming like this.
I think you have the most talented, well-resourced people in the world and companies trying to convince a young man that he can have a reasonable facsimile of life in his basement behind a screen. You don't need friends. Go on Reddit or Discord. You don't need to get a job. Go on Robinhood or Coinbase and trade crypto and stocks. You don't need to go through the rejection and the expense and the humiliation and working out and having a plan and humor and showering to get a romantic relationship. You have YouPorn. So we have an entire generation, especially of young men, who are out home sequestering from society and missing out on what it means. There's a reason romantic comedies are 2 hours and not 15 minutes. True victory in life is hard. Going out, meeting someone, finding mentors, finding mates, that stuff is hard, but that's what real victory in real life is like. And because a lot of men feel rejected on dating apps, the number of jobs that are accessible to them has gone down. You have potentially a group of men who are saying, I want low-risk entry into life, and they go down a rabbit hole. When they don't have social connections, and they don't get out, and they don't have the prospect of a romantic relationship, they're more prone to conspiracy theory, they're more prone to misogynistic content, they're less likely to believe in climate change, and some they become really bad citizens. We are producing too many of the most dangerous person in the world, and that is a young, broke, and lonely young man.
Oh, so a young, broken, lonely young man is more dangerous than the guy in jail? Most of those guys that you're talking about have social whatever interactions. They're the ones that get in prison for raping young women. Those are the men that y'all promote. Y'all promote the rapists. Y'all promote the ones that beat on women. Those are the ones that talk about have that go out and try to meet women. Those are those men that y'all try to promote. Men nowadays realize there is no appreciation from society. So what's the point of us going to step it up? Now, he's not wrong in what he's saying, and I do say that men need to go out and go out and better themselves. But at the same time, why would they need to? If they got their own place, if they got a car, if they got a job, and they good like that, what would be the point of trying to upgrade? If I can pay all my bills with the money I got and indulge in my hobbies, why would I want to go date? Why would I want to go interact with people? I can stay at home. I can chill. Why would I want to waste money? Inflation's going up. Everything's getting expensive. People forget that men are the one that have to pay for all the dates. We got to pay for all the expenses. We got to pay for all the bills. Why would I want to have an extra mouth to feed? And then if we have kids, why would I want to pay for all those extra mouths just so that woman can take my kids away from me? And then I have to pay more. I lose everything I worked for, everything I've earned in my years. Why would I want to do that? I could just stay at home and mind my business. There's a lot of men that go out by themselves and they get deleted for no reason at all. If a man try to go holler at a woman could call him a creep. He might go end up in jail. Some simple force might delete him. Anything could happen. Men get deleted so much more often than women. It's hilarious that nobody cares about that. So men will rather just stay at home, be by themselves, don't worry about nothing, let this world crumble. We're good. Men can always adapt. We can come back from the ashes. Women cannot. So this is why these women are making these videos and talking about they scared and talking about they lonely and lonely epidemic, whatever, because their lifeline used to be simps to go around and pay their bills and advance the economy, but women still want to start working and they inflated everything. Now women is mad that they don't have no safety net anymore. The government can't keep paying for these single mothers.
And 3 relationships used to begin at work. Now young people are not going into the office as often. And if you are a young man at work, are you more or less inclined to express some sort of romantic interest in a potential partner now than you were 40 years ago? The answer is clearly no. By the way, men and women have been told in many places that if you have feelings for someone at work, you have to go to HR first. That'll kill the moment. And I get why that's the policy. I get how we got here. Having said that, the unforeseen consequences of the Me Too movement or of Me Too in general and the problems that began the movement, that's a show we need to do at some point. And we have to have a really...
That's your fault because y'all women cannot distinguish between sexual inappropriateness and romantic advancement. Y'all don't know how to differentiate. And if it's a man you don't like, guess what? Anytime he try to hit at you, it's gonna be a sexually inappropriate. Anytime. It don't matter what he does. But the dude who's attractive, he can slap you, grab you, wherever, pick you up like a caveman. He can do whatever he want. And y'all let that slide. But most men are average. So the man that probably shows interest in you, y'all gonna be talking about, oh, he a creep, he a weirdo, he doing this to me, and then go and talk about Me Too. Men have realized this because there's more average men than there is more high value men. Men have realized this. So why would I want to lose my job for a woman just because I told her I liked her or I wanted to take her out? Why would I want to do that? I'm trying to make money. I need to live. I need to pay my bills. Why would I want to risk my job just because I have romantic feelings for this woman? And she might not see me that way. She might nuclear reject me by destroying my life. Look what happened with the what's the dude with the plumber guy. He rejected those women on a game show. not even part of his job, and still lost his job. Why would he want to risk that? Come on now. Let's continue.
Really honest conversation about that, but that's not this show. I'm just saying having to go to HR is kind of a hard start. Jen, why don't you start? What are the biggest concerns you have here?
Yeah, look, Mika, first of all, I met my husband at work at the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. He asked me out over email and brought me ice cream. It was a much more traditional way of meeting someone. Look, I think the biggest concern I have here is the mental health impact on young people. And we've seen that in statistics and a ton of reporting about the disconnect. And you just went over a fair amount of it for men, certainly, and also for women. And I just think anecdotally of talking to a lot of women I work with, who I have the pleasure of working with on my team, they, men and women have been wanting to just have sex for decades, right? That's not new. I think they're still probably they're hooking up still, right? But it's more about that deeper connection. And as Scott said, relationships are work. Emotional connections are work, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it may be.
And again, here is the problem. Women don't want to work. Yeah, women don't want to work. Simple. Women don't want to do the work it takes to be in a relationship. And when the relationship becomes work, that's when they start complaining. That's when they want to leave. They make all these excuses. Oh, I'm a married single mother. They don't want to work. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do? I'm not going to waste my time trying to chase a woman that don't want to work on a relationship. And best believe women work. Women have always worked. Let's get that through y'all heads. There's no time in history when women been lazy. I don't give a damn what y'all try to. The only lazy women are the rich women. I don't give a damn what the hell y'all. Matter of fact, women used to work harder than before, than today. Today, women just work in cubicles, or they work at hotels. Back in the day, women used to have to take care of the kids. They have to cook, clean, do farming, gather. Sometimes they might have to go in town and shop. Sometimes they might have to go in town and sell. Sometimes they might have to help build. Women don't want to do that anymore. Women are the most laziest in all of history. And they can't even do the work it takes to be in a good relationship. They're demanding. They're selfish. They're entitled. They have a high ego. And for what? Because they have box. Get out of here. Let's continue.
Or a mentor relationship. And there's such a cotton candy aspect of the world we're living in right now. That's also a fantasy world, right? You mentioned porn. That's, of course, on the sex side. But it's also just how people portray themselves on social media. It's not connected to the difficulty and the struggle that often you have to go through in order to have the most rewarding relationship, the most rewarding friendships, the most rewarding mentorships. And the mental health impact is the biggest concern, because connection is what makes life joyful. And
she's right. It's connection that makes life joyful. Unfortunately, these modern women have foregone connection. They're the ones that go online talking about, oh, if a man don't do this for me, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone. If a man doesn't buy me gifts or he doesn't take me out on trips, I'd rather be alone. Okay, cool. See how that works for you. Men, on the other hand, have always died alone. The difference is men have just became, men were just hermits. We bought a dog, we went up to the mountains, we went and grew weed, we did our own thing. We didn't go online and we didn't complain. If we did, they would shame us and call us losers and incels and throw us away. They don't even care. I can't even find no video of some dudes complaining. Not because not dudes don't complain. It's because when the dudes complain, the people were shaming them. So they probably took it down and they were like, damn, I'm not going to complain no more. I'm not going to complain no more. But these modern women can't take it because all they know is what a woman is. They need connection, so they can't take being alone like men can take being alone. And men, we can't even take being alone, honestly, because a lot of times we delete ourselves. But we're forced to. We have to. Women, they don't have to. They choose to be alone. And now it's affecting their mental health. That's all their fault.
And that to me is what I worry about the most.
Yeah, Simone, Americans are more lonely and isolated than ever. There's data on this. And what do you make of Professor Galloway's remarks on Morning Joe that we're producing too many of the most dangerous people in the world, namely young, broken, lonely men?
Oh,
You know, Mika,
God.
see,
oh my God. This is another thing that they try to blame men for. And they trying to talk about, namely, young and broken men. But look at the women. Look at how the women are deleting their children. They cheating on their boyfriends. They deleting their husbands. There was a story I just saw where a woman got married. A woman got married to a rich man. Then she cheated on him, and then she tried to hire a hitman. We're building, the modern women are actually the worst ever in society. They will delete a child and laugh about it. Not only laugh about it, y'all let him go free. A man could get accused. All a man has to do is get accused of something, and his life is destroyed. And then you wonder why these channels are up today. You wonder why men are having these channels today. But we're the dangerous ones. We're the ones in the FBI list when you have women online talking about kill all men, abort boy babies, kill black men. They do all this stuff online, literally talking about they hate men. But I hate women because I'm talking about criticizing y'all and breaking down what these misandrous videos. Let's continue.
I thought that a lot of Professor Galloway's comments were interesting. I listened to the whole segment twice yesterday because one, I think that people are going out. And also I don't think that I didn't meet my husband at work. I actually met my husband going out. I was at an event. After the event, some folks introduced, at the time he was what was known in Washington, D.C. as the Nightmare. And some folks that I know asked me, oh, do you know the Nightmare? I said, I've heard of him. I do not know him. I've never had the pleasure. And that was I like to say we've been dating ever since. I think he might take issue with my timeline. So I would argue that people are going out in different social settings. But I also think the apps, for example, are not terrible. One of my best girlfriends met her husband on the apps. You know, I know a lot of people who are meeting folks on the apps, and it is opening up, frankly, the world of the dating pool bigger than just who comes to your neighborhood bar or who you might see in the office. And so I think that is a good thing. Look, I think about these lonely, broke, dangerous men. I don't really know, Mika. I'm not sold on the lonely, broke, and dangerous men. I think that we are producing a generation of younger.
Yeah. And this is the psyop they're trying to do. That we're trying to say that men are lonely, broke, and dangerous. We don't. A lot of men have. First of all, a lot of men have chosen to get out the dating game. We've chosen it. We've seen how treacherous it is. We've seen how terrible it is. A lot of men, especially at my age, they got married, they got divorced. They're like, nah, I'm good. We see how y'all women try to call us lonely and broken. We're like, yeah, we're gonna avoid y'all women. Most of y'all women are not good women. There's no wives out here. So we do not really care about going out, but they want to talk about lonely and broken and dangerous. They're trying to say we're dangerous because we don't impact society like how we used to. But these modern women are going around deleting young men. There was a story, if I can find it, I'm actually about to pull this up after this video. There was a story about a man who took this girl out on a date, and because the girl didn't want to go on the date, she called the police on him. She called the police on him and then told them that he was raping her, he was abusing her, he was beating her for years, and he had just met her, he had just asked her out recently. And this is what we're talking about. Men see this. Men see this. And we're like, oh, hell no. This is why I don't date. I'm good. Because a dude wanted to take her on a date, and instead of just her being a woman to be like, yeah, I don't want to go on a date, she calls the police. And then, hold on, here's the funny part. There's going to be other women outside of that that's going to defend her, talking about, well, what if he was stalking? What if he was dangerous? What if he was trying to kill her? What if he was... Men see this. Most women think like a hive mind. So we see this and we're like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna date. I probably might smash, but dating, nah. Relationship, nah, I'm good. Most men don't even want to hook up no more. Most men don't even want to hook up no more. We're like, yeah, nah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get accused for rape, even though it's consensual. I don't want to be accused of manipulating a woman. Yeah, nah, I'm good. And it's a whole psyop to paint men as shame men to try to step it up. This is why they shame us. But they try to shame us to step it up. But we realize that the game ain't for us no more. The game ain't for us no more. It's over.
Younger people who do not have hustle and drive, and the lack of hustle and drive one is where I do agree with Professor Galloway, in that, you know, there's a younger generation of people who would rather be home than go out and socialize. But I think the idea that folks are not going out, that folks are not socializing, is not true. More so, I think it's that the pool of men that women would like to date is smaller. There's more women than men. It has always been that way. When I moved to Washington, D.C., that's what everyone said. It's like,
wow, okay. All right, we're going to have to agree with this woman. I'm going to have to agree with her. They're the men that women want, there's not a big pool of those men. And those men could get themselves multiple women. That's another thing. Those men could get multiple women. So you think they're just going to sit around and date a 30, 40-year-old woman where they can get themselves a 20, 21-year-old woman? Look at, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. He switches women every time a woman turns 25. He get a girl, 25, he go to a 19-year-old. This dude is in his 40s, about to be 50. Those are the type of men that women want. But there's not a big pool of them. Most men are next or low or moderately attractive. They are average in income, probably average in body type. They're probably more not as assertive as they should be. And women aren't attracted to that. But the men that women want, most women ain't good for that type of man. And then the only time they get a good man is after they've been pumped and dumped, old, they become baby mamas, and they used up. But the good men are looking at her like, man, I could have been take you in years ago when we were younger. Now you're old. I don't want to deal with you no more. Because even the good man is going to be able to get himself a younger woman, because at least the younger woman will appreciate him. Now, when she get older, it's going to be a mess. But but when she's younger, she's going to at least appreciate him a little bit more. She's going to be a little bit softer, a little bit nicer than the older women. Let's finish this up.
It's like, for every one guy, there's 10 women that want to date him. So there's that.
Yeah. Well, I see the numbers that you're talking about. I really connect with your reticence about the lonely, broken, dangerous. I guess the inference that you have to have a woman to fix that. Like, you can fix that yourself, and not be. I hear you about personal.
She said none of that. Oh, look at the psyop they're doing against young men. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the misandry on these women, bruh. She literally said, that black woman said none of that. She said she didn't believe that these young men are young and broken and lonely. This white woman literally said, oh, well, I'm gonna go back to residence with that young, you're talking about you need to work on yourself. She didn't say none of that. I promise you, bro, these modern women will not take accountability for anything they do. And then they wonder why they still can't get a man. Because you don't take accountability. If you can't take accountability for your actions, how are you going to improve? Men are forced to take accountability. So much so that there's men in prison for children that are not even theirs. We're forced to take accountability for your actions. But now that it's your turn, you want to lead, You don't want to take accountability for your actions. It's young and broken, lonely men. What about young and broken, lonely women? What about that? That go around, sleep around with multiple men because they can't find no man to commit. They have children out of wedlock, then expect a good man to commit. Y'all don't talk about those statistics. Y'all don't talk about how there's not no good woman for no good man. Let's continue, man. This is crazy.
Responsibility, for sure. But I'm seeing in my world and hearing from a lot of young people who work with me, who work for me, who just, they don't go out as much. There's like nowhere to go or no one to go with, or it's the same old every time. And they're on the phones so much. And whom I'm wondering, given the consequences of loneliness and isolation from a policy perspective, because the Surgeon General recently declared it, the loneliness is an epidemic. Is there an obligation on the part of our government or policies to address some of these?
I remember hearing that. It was like loneliness is like it's like smoking like 15 cigarettes or something. You can die earlier from loneliness or whatever. Men don't really care, honestly. That's for the women, because women. This is the one time. This is the one era where women have been the most loneliest. There was no time in the human history where women have been this lonely, ever. A lot of times, a woman has a family. A woman has her kids around. They don't even die alone. They will die with their kids in their deathbed, like, oh, grandma, we loved you. You were such a good grandma. We appreciate you. That's it. Men don't get that luxury. Men die at work. Men die in accidents. We get violently attacked. Sometimes, even if a man has a family, sometimes a man would die at work. Just recently, I have a friend that works at a Home Depot. There was an old man that worked there. He has a whole wife and children. Died at work. It don't matter. It don't matter for men. But because now women are more effective, now they want to talk about this. Oh, the epidemic, loneliness epidemic. Women who loneliness is what's it called? You die earlier, cancer, whatever that Surgeon General said. 15 cigarettes is like smoking 50 cigarettes when you're lonely. That's women's fault. Women choose to be lonely. Men, we're forced to be lonely.
Growing social disconnects that are happening in our country.
So, I mean, I agree with so much. My mind is just spinning with thoughts hearing all three of you. And I'm glad you referenced the Surgeon General, because the four of us talk about this a lot, that we are pioneers. We're raising a generation surrounded by technology that we just didn't have access to growing up. And we're still seeing the short and long-term impact of that. I love that you just mentioned the Surgeon General report. We talk about it in the context of just this. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
When you look at things like smoking, it's not that we think people are going to quit smoking or stop using tobacco, but when you buy a cigarette, it will say there's a warning that this is bad for your health. I was at an office meeting the other day and I saw, a box saying, here's, if you need Narcan, it's in this lockbox, get help. It's not that we think people are going to stop using drugs and that there might never be an overdose again. We are aware of it. We have a solution to it. And this is all part of public policy and the importance of having public policy. And I think to have that 80+ page report, number one, you have a Surgeon General who addresses his own issues with loneliness, deep feelings of loneliness, and what governments can do and schools and communities and parents can do. And to both what Jen and Simone just said, I think about this. I met my ex-husband at work, and I met my current boyfriend. And I will say, in a period where I was feeling very lonely and was invited to this party, I did not want to go. I just wanted to stay at home and just probably be on my phone, watch The Diplomat or something. Mm-hmm. I dragged myself to that party. And that is how I met him. And so it's we have to talk about it, but we also have to be open to experiences. Sometimes even at our generation, we have to push ourselves to do it.
Yeah, I love what you just said, Huma, because and Simone, to your point that people are going out, they are, but there are.
Let me pause it real quick. Notice when she's talking about her story, ex-husband. And then this is why this red pill space is growing. These modern women are divorcing these men that she probably got with a younger dude, thinking that he's not going to stick around. He's probably going to smash and leave. These modern women are divorcing these good men because we have videos all day. I might do a whole stream about this, about women talking about divorcing the good men or leave your good man or whatever. They're divorcing men, and then they wonder why men are going out dating and don't want to date and don't want to take women out on dinner dates or any more like that. Because you're like, what's the point, man? If I get with you, you might divorce me. What is the point? She literally proved the point as to why men do not date. Because we get with y'all, we marry y'all, we have children with y'all, and then you decide, I'm not happy, and then leave. And then we're looking like, damn, I thought I did everything right. And then you say some bullshit. You'll say some bull like I was emotionally abusive. I was financially abusive. And then when we try to say, look, we just can't spend all this money on buying this random stuff on Louis bags. We can't just take trips. When I tell a woman, we just can't take trips, I'm financially abusive. That's crazy. Let's finish this video up.
For a lot of people who are in Huma's position where they have to, it takes everything in them just to get out the door. And there's a growing number of cases like that where the phone and remote work, and you just get into such a, what's the word, a bad cycle.
A rut.
You don't want to go out anymore.
Yeah.
It makes me think
Simone.
about the importance of your friends and the people that know you best in your circle, because you are correct. And even sometimes I'm the friend that is dragging people out. It's like, no, come, you have to come. And if the friend hadn't dragged me, I like to party. But it is the importance of the circle, and I think that's maybe also something people are feeling this innate sense of loneliness, even if they know people that are their friends may not know. And so that's the importance of checking up on folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and seeing them and feeling.
And the difference with men and women is men, we have our circle of friends. We have a small circle of friends. We don't have a big circle of friends. We have a small one. But our circle of friends are our brothers. They keep us strong. They keep us going. We don't need no woman to be around us. And women, the reason why a lot of them are lonely is because they have no friends. They give up their friends over some petty stuff. Men, we can fight each other and make up as long as we don't. Literally, a way for a man to stop his friendship is if literally we delete each other. Seriously. That's the only way to end a man's friendship is if we delete each other. We can fight each other and stay friends. Women can't even have a disagreement and stay friends. If I went on a trip or if I went to a restaurant and my boy didn't have no money, I'd just be like, you good, I got you. A woman, on the other hand, if she did the same thing, she would be mad at her friend, shame her friend. She would try to take out her friend. These women will end a friendship over the smallest thing. A lot of these women don't even like each other. Men, on the other hand, if you don't like something about each other, we'll tell each other. If we don't like it, we'll square it out. We'll square it out. And if it's not on some, I'm gonna delete you or delete your family type stuff, we'll make up and be friends again. Crazy, crazy stuff, man. Let's end this right here. I don't feel like hearing these women anymore. This is the end of the video anyway. This is the end of that video anyway. So we're gonna end it right here. But yeah, guys, women can't get no men. Men's fault. Men have to step it up. Men have to do this. Men have to do that. What if men don't care anymore? What if men are done with dating? What if men want to just stay home and watch TV and do all that and don't mind that? That's the thing. They don't care what men want. They don't care what men need. They don't care what men would desire in a woman. They don't care about improving themselves for a man. Cool. Stop complaining about being lonely. You can't find no man. Y'all chose this. Men are done. Men are moving on. Men are focusing on themselves and on their own happiness. We're done. And I'll say like I always say, if you cannot find yourself a wholesome woman, HOLLE, wholesome, purge them out your life. Purge them. Okay, there's no upswing dealing with modern women. None whatsoever. All right, guys. I will be back. Don't know when, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But check me out. I'm gonna be on the Mr. Goodbread show, Mr. Goodbread channel. So make sure you check out Mr. Goodbread. All right, guys. I will talk with you guys soon. If you guys want to help support the stream, please like, share, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop, as well as if you want to help grow this page monetarily, you can do it to the Cash App. You see it down below. Or you can go on my Twitch, twitch.tv/XSUndergroundZ, and check me out there. All right. I will see y'all soon. Peace.